qualifier, the first thing we said was just raw talent, like ability. Like, there was 3 guys, Metals, Journey, Lucky. Those 3 just put on an absolute show. They really did. They put people in the dirt, and we saw they could play with the best players in the world, and they've showed that in the Pro League so far.
But would you say, over the course this year for Heretics, this is their biggest match that they've had without question?
Absolutely.
And I think the interesting thing is, will they stand up to that pressure? But let's take a look at the overall hardpoint leaderboard. Dashi has been stellar. He's sitting at the top with a 1.52 KD, 572 damage per round. And Journey, you see him there from Heretics, right in that top 5. I mean, he has been sensational as well. Is it going to be kind of the Dashi versus Journey battle in these hard points?
I don't think so. I mean, I think both of these guys are going to contribute. To me, it comes down to really those X factors. Who did we see step up for Optic earlier on? It was a guy like TJ, a guy like Crim6. When you play such a tough team, all 5 players have to be on. So if you look at the Heretics side, yes, you need your stars to really step on up. But one of those guys who has gotten some flack, a guy like Methods, if he can have an X Factor game, if he can really thrive with his team, who knows what'll happen.
And I know we haven't had the chance to cast a ton of Heretics over this week. I mean, we've casted Optic twice. When you took a look at this first map, Arsenal, what do you think?
I mean, this isn't one that we've seen Optic play in a long time, right? And I think for Optic, their map pool has always been great, right? I feel like they can play anybody on any map. But we always talk about it where when a new map comes up into a map set, maybe they don't have a lot of repetitions on it. Maybe those small, tiny mistakes that they might make early on, they might have that here. We'll see if Heretics can do it.
All right, well, crowd's getting hyped, and here we go. Heretics, Optic Gaming fighting to get into the winner's bracket final and into the top 3. We hop over to the 3-time champs POV, and it's Karma making noise early.
Yeah, it's all 5 down right away for Heretics. And this is a very similar situation to when we saw Optic versus FaZe. There's a lot of young talent on the side of Heretics. Is the stage pressure going to get to them, or are they going to show up? That's a good couple of kills. We'll see if they can break on in, but it's Crim6 just pre-firing with that ICR as Metals flies on it.
And from your POV and all your experience as a player, how quickly do you think you'll know if Heretics can live up to this particular match?
I think really the first set of rotations, that first set of hills, if they can keep it within a close game, Optic knows it's going to be a tough one.
Well, Sukri picks up 2, now 3 in a row for him. We'll focus on the rotation and X, and he keeps going. That's now 4 in a row. Optic will enjoy the backswans out towards Robo. But Sukri still trying to play his life. He's able to get away. You like that, 350 off streaks. Bait your teammates a bit here with the ICR and try to get easy picks.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, we know how powerful, score streaks can be on Arsenal, especially against a team like Optic. You're going to be in a tough spot, but TJ with a great cluster. And Sukri he's had a trophy this entire life. So if he puts that down, maybe that stops, but this is a moment now where your life has been spent for 30 seconds with no progress, and well, Optic Gaming, their lead is growing.
I believe ultimately he ran out of ammo, was trying to maybe look for a secondary gun and couldn't do it. But yeah, only 9 points on the board for Heretics. They need to get something going, but so far it's been all Optic Gaming, as Scump able to take the one-on-one with Lucky as he transitions into the mid-lab. Optic starting to fan the map. You can see the map position on the bottom right side of the map for Heretics. But an opening now, a pinch opportunity is at number 10. TJ Haley wins a one-on-one on the other side of things, a chance to collapse.
Yeah, and Scump having a great game, being that lone sog, 8-3 on a 4-spear right now. But as you said, TJ, he's gonna win his gunfight. Scump, Karma there towards the back. Metals is just trying to stay alive on the hill, looking both ways. This is a big gunfight, but TJ still alive. This is gonna allow his team to push on up, but Metals trying to do the best he can, but TJ having a great game, a great life, as he's at 5 in a row.
He's been the lone man on this side, as he has just picked them apart one by one to keep this spree going, as another ridiculous gunfight goes his way. 13-3, plus 10, and now 225 off streaks is the lead. Eclipses 70 now for Optic Gaming. Journey tries to slow him down, but it's not the kill you wanted, as it feeds an easy one to TJ. And this is the gunfight for streaks. Not able to do it. It's Methods that shuts it down.
All right, this is a big kill for Heretics. You have the full rotation. There's not a lot of map progress for Optic Gaming. They're in the positions that they want, and we've seen some teams really be able to hold these guns. But Metals, he's gonna get taken down, but still a lot of pressure here towards that top side of the map, but this is what you want. You want to push those sides out, get Optic Gaming's money as far away as possible.
Nice win by Lucky. This is their chance. 40 seconds still remaining on this hard point. They've been outslayed to this point. They've been outscored to this point. You mentioned how important this first set through was, and if they're going to make this close, if they're going to make it competitive, it has got to happen here. Scump, though, with the entry, the team starts soaring in. Scump actually gets a second before he ends up dropping, but now it's Lucky with a chance for streaks. There's the Lightning, the Hellstorm, maybe! Just needs to try and heal and get the reload in, but can't quite get it done. But it's at least one streak for Heretics, and some points put on the board to at least stay in striking distance as we get into our second set.
Yeah, it was a good 40 seconds for Heretics right there. It's exactly what they needed to do. Now it's Sukri trying to push on up, stay alive inside a cafe. Able to find another one. Nice one-on-one win against Crim6. Trying to play his life. Has the help of Lucky. He's going to get taken down.
And this is their last chance. Like, if they have a good hold here, we can look at a lead change for Heretics going into the second set of rotations, or we can see Optic blow it back open to the lead we've seen throughout the course of this. And right now, if you take a look at the minimap at the bottom left, it is all Optic. They've got Heretics spawning out very, very deep.
Yeah, you have the TAC 5 boost in as well for Optic Gaming. Gonna make those gunfights even tougher for Heretics, and TJ just continues. I mean, he's on another 4 spree as he finds 2 more kills. 19 and 8. You think he's trying to shut up those haters who have gave him so much crap?
He's gotten maybe more criticism than anyone outside of maybe Kenny when the 100 Thieves deal went down. Everyone has been on TJ, and well, to be fair, both of them have shut up the critics as he keeps this going. But the lead, it dwindled for a moment to 60, but pushed open once again. The one good thing for Heretics, they've got a streak to work with, and they are set up inside a lab. But surely here, something has got to get going, but TJ still the hot hand. Looking to clean up one more, he's able to do that. Third challenges, you assume he's gonna fly at it. It takes a missile from the sky to slow him down.
And you'll take that, I think, if you are. Or Optic as Karma snaps on the Lucky, because I mean they're not using that lightning strike to break a setup for you, right? They're using it to win the rotation on a middle hill. So for Optic Gaming, now you have no more streaks to deal with. We'll see if it pays off for Heretics. Now still alive, they're lingering around this 50 to 60 point deficit, but that's just one hill. But here comes Dashy and Scump. They're all starting to find some kills. Can they get the break? And it looks like they can. But you'll see on the left side of the map, Heretics controlling the spawns for the second hill.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. They're doing just enough to keep this close. But at one point, you think either Optic's going to take over or Heretics.
Dude, he's winning everything.
Might be able to bring this within striking distance. But yeah, 22 and 10. TJ, what a map he is having. But we're on Karma's POV now as they go for the pinch. The lone man in the hard point is going to be Journey. He's going to be caught out. He will be dropped. Kill feed lights up green. And Optic Gaming get back into the hard point. And you can see that deep spawn now coming in for Heretics as they have to traverse mid-map to try and get back into the action.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the second hill back-to-back where Heretics has had the early rotation. That first hill where really the lightning strike sort of bailed them out, and then this one. But now it looks like they're starting to win some gunfights. TJ, the last man alive. The rest of Optic spawn out. A huge break. And again, this 30 seconds, if they get it, will still keep them around that deficit.
It's like you're keeping it there. One good, one really strong hold from Heretics, and they're right in it. Can they hold the final 20 seconds, though, is the question. Tippis does come in. Lucky it is
able to stay alive.
And he stays up. Nice hip fire once more. Another streak now in for Heretics. He won't be able to get the Hellstorm, though, as Karma picks up the kill.
You'll see the rotation. Look at the minimap. I mean, those old Optic Gaming players, they spawned out. Metals and Journey are here. If they can win this rotation, as Sukri spawns in the back. But once again, it's TJ. 27 and 13 for him. I know we just keep touching on it, but what a game he's having. Now, if you're lucky, you're gonna have to invest that lightning strike to help you win this rotation, to help you win this hill back.
TJ and Scump really have just been sensational. I know we've been touching on TJ so much, but what a game from Scump as well. Another streak, though, does come through. Lucky able to get 3 behind the lightning and the melee. A chance to now get in, but despite the streak, it seems Optic have just enough presence here to continue holding on. Karma knocked at 21 HP, stays up, heals up, and Dashy watches over him. He's got the grab slam in his back pocket as well, and they're just 30 points away from sealing this first map.
Yeah, obviously the streak gets them close to the hill, but they were so far pushed out, they spawned so far away that Optic Gaming had an opportunity to spawn back in, contest the hill, win those gunfights. Now, they're gonna be about 10 seconds away from winning map 1. As we go back towards this gun hill.
Heretics in first. Optic Gaming once again gonna have to break, but it's Sukri that picks up 3. You hear some clapping in the crowd, but it might be too little too late as they're down 100 points for now. The Vision Pulse in, the TAC 5 in. They've got to be perfect throughout the remainder of this game. Thinking about a grab slam to line up as well. At least 2 are home. Karma and TJ do end up falling, and this may be the best hold we've seen from Heretics. Sukri has a chance to get some streaks, but you might need more than that if you're going to mount this comeback. But even if they drop this, I think you like to see this sign of life late in the game from Heretics, considering how it started.
I mean, they just had to focus on that rotation. You see all the green arrows. So what the Lightning Strike does is it gives them some information early on, but these are going to be big gunfights. They're not near the hill. They're near the next one. Lucky's able to win 1. But you can see all those green arrows are here. Can Method stay alive? That's going to be a no. But Metals is inside. He's able to find 2. That's a big 2-piece. Can he find a 3rd? No, but the Hellstorm will. So they've won this rotation, an opportunity to get right back into the game.
And Optic basically spawning out on the opposite side. It isn't over yet. Now down 45, Heretics trying to make a late surge. Karma, though, has the grab slam that could break up everything if he hits a big one. There he goes in for 2. Can't finish the 3rd, but TJ's there for the trade. And 4 have dropped for Heretics. Now just 5 more points needed for Optic Gaming. That is it. Map 1 in the books for Optic. Well, Joe, my question to you. Did you see enough from Heretics, maybe towards the tail end of that game, that they can live up to this stage and maybe take this series?
I think so. I think a couple of good things that you saw as they were playing their lives. They were playing for those streaks. If they had a couple more Hellstorms, it just felt like every single time they were on a streak, they only got that Lightning Strike. So a good job by Optic. Obviously, it's a little bit fortunate where they found some nice timings to find those players on the streak. They get a few more Hellstorms, maybe play a couple more specialists a little bit better. They have an opportunity, but that first rotation, there was 2 hills where they had the early setup. They had what they wanted, but it was just too easy for TJ.
And how much does this remind you of last year, maybe when TJ was with Rise? When he was playing well, Rise was winning with ease. Like, they were winning tournaments, dropping 3 or 4 maps. They were winning comfortably. And then maybe he would disappear at times. But when you get this TJ, how much easier does it make it for the rest of the squad?
I mean, how much easier is it when the first guy in is finding 2 kills, right? Every single time he's making a 5 versus 3, he's giving you an advantage. When you have an entry guy, you're hoping he finds 1 just to really just start that push. But he's doing such a great job holding the pinch, doing everything he has to do. He's playing perfect Call of Duty right now.
Well, I think we're going to take a look at a replay briefly of the other series going on and see how that ended up tied up. So this is, I believe, how Luminosity closed things out to get this to a 2-2 series. So this has already happened. We're looking at a replay, but we'll take a look at the finals moments here. And the fans, I think, still letting LG hear it a little bit, Joe.
Well, let's see if they're able to clutch on up. I mean, this is an opportunity for Envy to at least tie the game up. You see in the kill feed, Formal is able to find 3, Classic as well. And LG, man, they're just hanging on by a hair every single series.
And that's, you'll see how they do it. So they push that to a map 5. And I asked you, I think it was the LG Elevate series that we hopped into. We were talking about how poor they were in pool play. And I asked you, is this a team that can still somehow win this event? You said, hell yeah, they can do it. I think they're having fun.
I'll tell you what. This crowd is smoking all the North American crowds we've had this year, baby.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But we'll take a look now at the S&D leaderboard. And I think the thing that stands out the most, at Vegas when Optic won, Dashy and TJ were both in the top 5. They were like the 1 and 2 spot, I believe, overall. Back in the top 5 for both. That's the reason Crim6 picked up these 2 players to round out the Optic Gaming squad when they went to 5 versus 5. They're paying off right now.
Yeah, and this is very similar to what we saw in Vegas. And no, that was not General. He did not turn into, I think that was
I didn't even notice.
From Heretics. That's not him. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, we always go back to the beginning roster move, picking up these 2 young guns. The reason it was is for Search and Destroy. You saw an example of it at Vegas. You didn't see that Fort Worth.
I'll never forget. It was a very romantic day. You know, my girlfriend and I, and Krim and his girlfriend, we took our dogs to the lake. And
a beautiful double
I was talking to Krim as he was trying to build the team, and he's like, I think our core can win respawns.
Yes.
I just need help in Search, and that's why I went after those 2 guys. And my God, it has paid dividends. But we'll take a look at the Astro Gaming Series layout refresher for map 1 in case you're just tuning in. We'll get to search next. This has been a dream run for Heretics. They have been dominant in a pool that I think many expected them to handle, but they did it with authority. But now they're going up against the red-hot Optic Gaming. And I just feel like you cannot go down 0-2 right now if you're Heretics. You've got to get a map on the board.
We weren't able to watch it, but think about who they beat in that winners round 1. Like, that's a huge win over Splice. Like, that's a confidence build.
Splice has been our most consistent team at these Opens, coming in top 3 both times. So I don't think many of us expected them to win that series, but they did it. So impressive, and yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. That has to build the confidence massively. But now let's focus to the search and destroy. Optic Gaming, Heretics, here we go.
And well, we've watched Optic play this twice so far. We know early on, Dashy likes to use a sniper.
There was hit markers for both sides. No, I think Lucky got one as well. Like, they both get hit markers there.
Methods does find 2 kills, makes it a 3 versus 3 as he gets taken down. The round slows down a little bit, but the bomb dropped towards that B side. We'll see how Heretics is going to move across this map. This is going to be perfect. They're going to catch Dashy with this pistol. Can he stay alive? Not able to do so. It's Lucky who was able to take him down.
Yeah, the RK7 gets the better of Dashy. TJ, with how hot he was, screw it, let's go for this. Bomb planted, 1v3. You can't count him out of it. This is why you pick up the Iceman for moments like this. But Heretics look to hunt him down. The lone European team left competing at CWL London. They just hopped it. Shots on point, able to pick it up. He gets shot in the back, tries the 180 mid-heel, but not able to do it. But you can see how he's feeling with that snap.
Sometimes, man, like, there's obviously, it happens in any sport, in any esport. Just feels like when you're playing so well, the game gives you a little bit of luck. You see that hip fire bullet hit, and you're like, oh, it's time.
Yeah. Oh, there we are. I missed you. I missed the Shut Up Maven champs. I haven't heard him since what? All the way back to Birmingham. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. You talk a lot, so it's fine by me.
No, it's fair. Yeah, it makes me simmer down, Joe. But Heretics, they get on the board first. They're able to handle the 3v1. And we'll see if they can keep it going. Quick shot of the Heretics side, and we'll be right back into it. Lucky, sniper out once again, Joe.
See what he's able to find as his teammates start to move up towards that A side. Crim6 just playing for information. Again, we've seen this a lot from Optic Gaming. I don't know if Heretics have had time to watch some VODs. This has been one of Optic's big ones. First blood in for Crim. Metal's trying to stay alive towards this blue balcony. He's just going to drop below. But we know these retakes a little bit easier towards his side, especially when you have man advantage. That's a nice cluster. Karma's going to find one. Dashy there. Look at the trades from Optic. The teamwork is beautiful. Everybody finding kills on the map. A perfect retake from Optic Gaming.
It was perfect. It was clean. And that'll even the odds at 1-1. But they made that one look easy. What were the search and destroy stats? It was what, one loss for Heretics? Is it 1 or 2 for Optic?
It's 1.
1, so 1 loss each. Okay.
And it reminds me of what we talked about in previous